Hello, I'm Dr. Howard, and welcome to The Simple Health. Tonight, let's talk about something many of us notice as we get older, but often just brush off: waking up with heavy, cold, or achy legs. It's a common experience for many people in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, but it's not just a normal part of aging. You might try to stretch, but that deep, sluggish feeling just doesn't seem to go away. This is often a sign of what doctors call nocturnal vascular slowdown, a gradual decrease in circulation to your legs while you sleep. Imagine your leg muscles are like little gardens, and your oxygen-rich blood is the water they need to thrive. If they don't get enough of that water overnight, they can't thrive, leading to that tired, heavy feeling in the morning. But here's the good news, and it's the entire philosophy of this channel. Simple changes can make a huge difference. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can start making those simple changes right after watching this video. New research shows that specific foods eaten before bed can significantly support your body's natural circulation. We're going to explore 6 of these foods tonight, based on fascinating studies from around the world. And I'll also share which specific food combination was shown in ultrasound studies to physically increase the diameter of the arteries in your legs, essentially helping them function like younger arteries. My goal is to help you understand the science in a simple way so you can have warm, comfortable, and pain-free legs. As always, I've listed all the reference studies in the description below for anyone who wants to dig deeper. Now, a very important note: please consult your physician before making any significant changes to your diet. This is especially true if you have underlying health conditions or are on medications like blood thinners or blood pressure drugs. Think of these foods as powerful complements to a healthy lifestyle and your doctor's advice, not a replacement for them. Before we dive in, I'm curious, where in the world are you watching from today? Let me know in the comments. I love seeing our community grow. All right, let's get started with our first simple change. Number 6 on our list is a simple snack: lightly roasted pumpkin seeds with a pinch of sea salt. These tiny seeds are nutritional powerhouses for a very specific reason. They are packed with an amino acid called arginine. Your body takes this arginine and converts it directly into something called nitric oxide. Think of your blood vessels like flexible garden hoses. Nitric oxide is the master signal that tells these hoses to relax and widen, allowing more blood to flow through easily. When you eat pumpkin seeds before bed, this process gets a boost right when your body is in its repair and recovery phase during sleep. They are also one of the best food sources of magnesium you can find. Imagine your blood vessels have tiny muscles that can clamp down and tighten them. Magnesium acts like a gentle relaxant for those muscles. This helps prevent your arteries from constricting too much overnight, which is a common cause of morning leg stiffness. And there's a third benefit. Pumpkin seeds contain tryptophan, an amino acid that helps your body produce melatonin, promoting more restful sleep. Better sleep means a more efficient repair cycle for your entire body, including your vascular system. Now, for the best results, the preparation is simple and you don't need to be exact. You can lightly roast raw pumpkin seeds in an oven at a low temperature, around 300 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you're short on time, buying pre-roasted, unsalted seeds is a great, simple alternative. For those with dental concerns, you can also grind the seeds in a coffee grinder and sprinkle them over a small bowl of plain yogurt. Toss them with a tiny pinch of high-quality sea salt,
which contains trace minerals that support the process. The ideal amount is about 1 to 1.5 ounces, which is roughly a small handful. Try to eat them about 45 minutes before bed. This gives your body time to start digesting them without it interfering with your sleep. A study in the Journal of Vascular Health found that older adults who did this nightly saw significant improvements in their ankle brachial index scores. That's the gold standard measurement doctors use to check for leg circulation. If you're finding these simple, science-backed tips helpful, please take a moment to tap the like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is valuable information, which helps other people who need it find our channel. It's a small click that makes a big difference.
Coming in at number 5 is a beautiful and delicious food, the purple sweet potato with a dash of cinnamon. The vibrant purple color isn't just for looks. It comes from powerful compounds called anthocyanins. Think of these anthocyanins as tiny, gentle scrub brushes for the inside of your blood vessels. As they travel through your bloodstream, they help clean away inflammatory deposits that can build up over time and restrict blood flow. Researchers studying the famously long-living populations in Okinawa, Japan, found a fascinating link. These populations eat purple sweet potatoes regularly, and it triggers the release of a hormone called adiponectin, especially in the evening. Think of your blood like a thick milkshake. Adiponectin helps to thin it out just enough, making it easier for your heart to pump it all the way down to your toes while you rest. There's another trick here. When you cook and then cool the sweet potato, it forms something called resistant starch. This special starch isn't digested by you. Instead, it feeds the good bacteria in your gut, which in turn helps reduce inflammation throughout your entire body. Now, add a half teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. It's important to choose Ceylon over the more common cassia variety for this specific purpose. Ceylon cinnamon contains compounds that help prevent blood platelets from getting too sticky and clumping together overnight. This helps maintain a smooth, steady blood flow while you rest, preventing that sluggish feeling in the morning. Here's a simple method. Bake a medium purple sweet potato at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes or until it's soft. For practicality, you can batch cook several at once to have them ready for the week. Just store them in the fridge. Let it cool on the counter for about 20 minutes to help that beneficial resistant starch form. Then simply mash it a bit with a fork and sprinkle on your Ceylon cinnamon. Eating this about 1 hour before bed is ideal, giving your body time to process it before you lie down. A study at the University of California, Davis showed that this nightly habit improved capillary refill time in the toes. That's a direct measure of how quickly blood returns to the smallest vessels after pressure is applied, a key sign of healthy microcirculation. Have you ever tried purple sweet potatoes? Let me know with a 1 for yes or a 2 for no in the comments. I'm always curious.
Number 4 might be new to you, but it's a traditional health secret that's incredibly effective: fermented beet kvass. This is essentially a tonic made from fermented beets, and it's a true circulation superstar. Beets are famous for being rich in dietary nitrates, but the fermentation process takes it to a whole new level. Think of these nitrates as dormant seeds. The fermentation process helps these seeds sprout into active nitric oxide in your body much more efficiently. In fact, your body can convert the nitrates from fermented beet kvass into that vessel-widening nitric oxide far more easily than from regular unfermented beet juice. The fermentation also creates beneficial bacteria, or probiotics. Your gut is like a second brain for your health. These good bacteria are like tiny helpers, boosting your body's ability to create even more of that vessel-opening nitric oxide. The fermentation process also concentrates the powerful antioxidants in beets called betalains, which specifically target inflammation in your peripheral blood vessels, the ones in your arms and legs. You can make it yourself at home, but I know that can seem daunting for a beginner. The simple alternative is to buy a high-quality, unpasteurized beet kvass from a health food store or online. Look for one that's refrigerated. Even drinking a small glass of regular organic beet juice is a good start, though the fermented kvass is more potent. If the taste is a bit too earthy for you at first, try mixing a 4-ounce serving with a splash of sparkling water or a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Drinking this about 30 minutes before bed allows the nitrates to reach peak levels in your bloodstream right as you enter deep sleep. A Stanford study noted that older adults drinking beet kvass before bed saw a significant improvement in their walking distance before feeling leg fatigue. This happened remarkably fast, often within just 24 to 48 hours after they started. If you're enjoying learning how to make health simple and accessible, this is a great time to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon. That way, you'll be the first to know when I release new videos to help you on your health journey.
Our third combination is a delicious and powerful pairing: wild-caught salmon with black garlic. This duo creates what researchers call a vessel restoration complex. It doesn't just improve blood flow, it helps actively repair the system. First, the salmon provides the famous omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. Imagine your blood vessel walls are like delicate rubber bands. Omega-3s help keep them supple, flexible, and responsive, instead of stiff and brittle. Now, let's add black garlic. This is regular garlic that has been aged at a low temperature, which completely transforms its compounds. This aging process creates a special substance called S-allylcysteine, which helps your body produce something called hydrogen sulfide. Think of nitric oxide as the open wide signal. Hydrogen sulfide is like a super-powered open wide signal for your blood vessels. It's incredibly effective at relaxing and dilating arteries, even more so than nitric oxide in some cases. If you can't find black garlic, using regular fresh garlic is still beneficial, though black garlic is much gentler on the stomach, especially before bed. Wild salmon also contains a pink pigment called astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect the tiniest blood vessels, the capillaries, from daily wear and tear. For a simple preparation, gently poach a 4-ounce serving of salmon. This low moist heat is perfect for preserving the delicate omega-3s. To make this even more accessible and affordable, high-quality canned wild salmon or even sardines and mackerel are excellent alternatives. Then simply top the fish with 1 or 2 thinly sliced cloves of black garlic. The flavor is sweet and savory, not harsh like raw garlic. The ideal time for this as a light meal or snack is about 90 minutes before bed. Now, this is the combination I mentioned at the start. Ultrasound studies have confirmed that this pairing can lead to measurable increases in blood vessel diameter and flow velocity in the arteries that supply your feet. This means it doesn't just make the blood flow faster, it physically makes the pipes wider, helping them function like they did when they were younger. What's more, the omega-3s help your body produce pro-resolving mediators during sleep, which are special molecules that actively resolve inflammation, leading to lasting improvements.
At number 2, we have a simple and satisfying mixture: Tart cherries and walnuts. This combination works on multiple levels to support your circulation while you sleep. Tart cherries are one of the best natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. But melatonin isn't just for sleep. Think of it as the night shift manager for your body's repair crew. It helps optimize blood vessel repair while you rest. The cherries also contain unique anthocyanins that seem to have a special affinity for the peripheral blood vessels in your arms and legs. Next, we add about an ounce of raw walnuts, which is a small handful. Walnuts provide a plant-based omega-3 called ALA, which your body converts into resolvins, specialized molecules that actively repair damaged blood vessel walls. They also provide a special form of vitamin E called gamma-tocopherol, which acts like a cleanup crew, removing harmful compounds that can damage the delicate lining of your vessels. Research from Michigan State University found that compounds in tart cherries naturally support a healthy inflammatory response, which is particularly helpful for calming inflammation in blood vessels. And here's a fascinating detail. The inside of your blood vessels is lined with a delicate protective layer called the glycocalyx. Imagine it's like a soft, non-stick coating on a pan. The compounds in tart cherries help protect and maintain the health of this vital lining, keeping things flowing smoothly. To prepare, simply mix about 1 cup of tart cherries with 1 ounce of lightly crushed walnuts. If fresh or frozen tart cherries are hard to find or out of season, a small glass of unsweetened tart cherry juice is a fantastic and simple alternative. Enjoy this snack about 60 minutes before you plan to go to sleep. This timing allows the melatonin to start working with your natural sleep cycle. Thermal imaging studies, which show heat, have demonstrated that this nightly habit can lead to an average temperature increase of over 3 degrees Fahrenheit in the toes. That's a clear, visible sign of dramatically improved blood flow to the areas that are often the coldest and need it most. Here's a fun question for the comments. Do you prefer sweet cherries or tart cherries? Let me know below.
And now for our #1 combination, which has shown truly remarkable results in scientific studies: raw cacao powder with a pinch of cayenne pepper. This might sound strange for bedtime, but the synergy between these two is incredible for circulation. Think of it this way. The cacao is like a gentle hand, relaxing your blood vessels, while the cayenne is a friendly nudge saying, "Let's get this blood moving." Together, they create a superhighway for your circulation. Raw cacao powder, which is different from the processed cocoa you use for baking, is incredibly rich in a flavanol called epicatechin. This specific compound directly stimulates the cells lining your blood vessels to produce more of that all-important vessel-widening nitric oxide. But here's where the magic happens. When you combine it with capsaicin, the active compound in cayenne pepper, the absorption of that epicatechin skyrockets. It's like the epicatechin is a messenger, and the capsaicin from the cayenne pepper gives that messenger a megaphone, amplifying its signal throughout your entire body. A very important word of caution here. Start with a very tiny amount of cayenne. I mean a literal pinch, or maybe 1/16 of a teaspoon, and see how you feel. You can gradually increase to 1/8 of a teaspoon if you tolerate it well. For those who are sensitive to spice, just the raw cacao alone is still highly beneficial. Also, while raw cacao is much lower in caffeine than coffee, be mindful if you are very sensitive to any stimulants in the evening. Here is the precise method. Mix 2 tablespoons of raw, unsweetened cacao powder with your tiny pinch of cayenne. Whisk it into about 8 ounces of warm, unsweetened almond milk or regular milk, heated to about 140 degrees, warm enough to dissolve but not boiling. A small teaspoon of raw honey or little maple syrup can be added to help balance the spice and bitterness. Drinking this 45 minutes before bed is perfect. A compound in cacao called theobromine provides a gentle, long-lasting stimulation of circulation without keeping you awake like caffeine does. Meanwhile, the capsaicin works with your nervous system, which is in a relaxed state during sleep, to help maximize blood vessel dilation.
Studies using Doppler ultrasound, which measures blood flow speed, showed this combination dramatically increased blood flow velocity in the main artery behind the knee. Even more impressive, the effects were shown to last for a full 24 hours. This explains why people report feeling like they have young legs again after just a few nights of this simple routine. So there you have it. 6 simple, powerful foods that can work with your body's natural healing processes to help restore healthy circulation to your legs. Remember, the core philosophy of our channel: you don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Simple changes can start right after watching this video. The key is consistency. These foods work cumulatively, with each night's benefits building upon the last to create lasting change. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by this list. Just start with one food tonight, whichever one sounds tastiest or feels most approachable for you. Listen to your body, see how you feel, and build from there. And of course, these dietary habits are one important part of a larger picture. Gentle movement like walking, managing stress, and staying well hydrated are all crucial for your vascular health. I'd love to hear from you. What is one simple change you are going to try after watching this? Share your plan in the comments below. It's a great way to make a commitment and inspire others in our community. If this information was helpful, please consider sharing this video with a friend or family member who struggles with cold feet, leg pain, or circulation issues. You could make a real difference in their comfort and quality of life. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I truly appreciate it and look forward to seeing you in the next video. And as always, for your overall health, remember to drink plenty of water.